The man watched his daughter cooking, then he looked at his wife. His wife understood, so she walked over to her daughter and told her to go to her father's room after she finished cooking and took a shower. The daughter immediately grasped the meaning of those words. Sitting at the dining table, the mother gave her son $100 and told him to go karting after dinner. Meanwhile, the father couldn't wait for him to leave, but unexpectedly, the boy just wandered around aimlessly before following his sister into the kitchen and passing out. The sister remained completely calm. She walked over to the dining table and looked at her parents. She stayed composed because it was she who had slipped the sleeping pills into the food. Then the girl put on gloves and tied a rope around her mother's wrist. The mother soon woke up. The girl said she was very grateful that they had adopted her, but when they started doing those unpleasant things to her, she no longer saw them as her parents, so she pulled out a dagger and stabbed them to death. After dealing with her mother, she walked into her father's room. She saw her father trembling with fear, and she felt uneasy herself, but she couldn't bring herself to kill him. Lucy was a nurse. She knew the police would perform an autopsy after the murders. Secondly, she had to be certain of the hiding places for all the valuables in the house, so she could stage a burglary. When her daughter discovered her belongings, she stabbed her adoptive father without hesitation, but to her great surprise, when she turned her head, she saw her father's colleague returning his car keys to him. He had seen everything through the window. The girl froze on the spot, but he didn't want to say much. He tried to leave, but the girl stopped him and asked him for a favor. So the man closed the window. He took the girl's valuables to the other side. The girl cleaned up the scene. She threw all the food and sleeping pills into a trash bag. Then she walked over to the cupboard, took out the food she had prepared in advance, and quickly served it onto a plate. Just as she was about to go out to take out the trash, she bumped into her neighbor's tent. The neighbor simply told her to clean up after herself. The girl did as she was told and left. As she walked out, she tossed the trash into the old man's garbage truck. The only piece of evidence vanished along with the garbage truck. A look of relief finally spread across the girl's face.